our shirt on Teespring.
Working in customer service for the majority of my life, I have encountered all types of people. While I have met some incredibly nice individuals, unfortunately, I tend to remember the bad ones more vividly. However, there is one customer that will forever stand out in my mind. Let me tell you about Dean. This man truly believed in the saying, "The customer is always right, no matter the circumstances." I remember one slow day at work, near closing time back in the late 90s at the Round Table, Pizza in Mountain View. We had recently switched over to a dispatch service where orders from all 6 Round Table restaurants in the area were sent to a central location and then faxed to us. One day, Dean called our number to order a garlic bread with cheese. But oh my, did he have an attitude? He spoke to the dispatch with such arrogance, simply saying, "I am Dean, and I want garlic bread," before abruptly hanging up. Naturally, the dispatch had no idea which restaurant to send the order to. The operator was quite an interesting character, to say the least. Eventually, Dean showed up at the restaurant only to discover that his order had never been sent. Instead of calmly listening to our explanation, he began yelling, insisting that he was Dean the customer. It's quite ridiculous. When you think about it, we could have easily prepared his order, since it was just garlic bread, taking less than 5 minutes to make. But because of his unreasonable behavior, it took over 20 minutes to figure out what exactly his problem was. We all assumed he was some kind of nutcase. After contacting the dispatch, we learned that Dean did indeed place his order, but due to his hasty hang-up, they were clueless about where to send it. Finally, we served him his garlic bread, but here's the kicker: he demanded a discount. We offered him a 15% discount, but he was still unsatisfied and grew angry. It's important to note that you cannot simply show up to a place and expect special treatment. Every establishment has its policies, and the employees must adhere to them. We tried explaining this to Dean, but he refused to listen. We also informed him about the new dispatch center and the importance of specifying which Round Table location he wanted to pick up his order from when calling. However, he continued to be nasty, going off about customer service and how he had been coming to our restaurant since he was 16 and was almost in his 50s now. Of course, people lie about such things all the time. This was my first encounter with someone like Dean, and I couldn't help but wonder if he acted the same at other places he frequented. There's another interesting story involving Dean. On one occasion, he came in to order a large pizza with a pan crust, but instead of saying pan, he said York style. I was confused because people often confuse our pizza crusts with those of other places. Therefore, I always made sure to verify their order details. Working in customer service has definitely been eventful, but encounters like Dean serve as valuable lessons. It's important to remember that not everyone will understand or respect the policies and procedures in place at establishments. Listen to this wild story about Dean and his New York-style pizza. He gave me a hard time about customer service and got upset when his pizza wasn't right. I finally stood up to him, and he backed down. Then he acted out again, calling my female manager something inappropriate. We decided to ban him from the store. 2 weeks later, he tried to come back, but we made it clear he was no longer welcome. There's only so much someone can take. It was a good decision to stand up to him and protect our team.